Hey, good morning, CRST drivers and independent contractors. Perry Moser here. It is Tuesday, March 10th, just bringing in your daily update. So I got a great safety message from Wendy. Wendy sends us a lot of great safety messages, and we appreciate it. Wendy says, I used to tell my trainees to drive just like there was a state trooper in the passenger seat. So that's an interesting idea, but I guess the point of that is always drive like somebody's watching because most times they are. So great point, Wendy. This was in response really to the amount of CSA points for unsafe violations we're racking up as a company. And really, the company keeps them for 2, 3 years, and you keep those violations on your record for 2, 3 years, depending upon the violation. But you keep it for 2, 3 years as well, and it seriously is a detriment to your career. So please, whether it's speed or whether it's scale houses, we gotta follow those. Lane restrictions is another one that we see too often. So please, again, let's be safe out there. Speaking of scale houses, there's a great scale house video that the safety department made in conjunction with the Iowa State Police. I'm going to send that out as a separate link. I'm going to send it out as a Survey Monkey link, really just to kind of keep track to make sure we're watching it. And also has some questions there. There's just a few points. I think the video is about 3 minutes long. Real short one, real quick, 3 or 4 questions. Real easy questions, but just to drive home a couple points. So check that out, especially you new drivers out there that aren't familiar with scale houses. And listen, they're picky at scale houses. They just are. They can be a little bit rough for sure in their enforcement. And scale houses, when I say rough, I mean they stick to the point and they make sure if you go a foot over the line, they're gonna cite you. So please, you got to be on your best P's and Q's there at scale houses for sure. Moving over, weather looks clear for the next couple of days. Some wind out there for sure as the backside of this large system goes through. But being the middle of March, let's hope we're on the backside of the ice and snow in most of the country. The last thing I have for you today is actually 2 things. Let's talk about motels real quick. We are again started booking motels directly, so you don't have to go ahead and have that advance and pay the bill and then get reimbursed. We're trying to do that with a lot of things, the direct bill. But with this said, if we don't book the motel, we're not going to pay for it. So if you expect us to pay for the motel in those situations where it applies, we certainly will, but we're going to have to book that. So the day and age of getting receipts and reimbursements for motels of your choice, those days are over. We want to direct bill those, take advantage of the savings, and also be able to keep track as well too. So again, if we don't book that motel, we're not going to reimburse you for it. So please make sure we're involved in that motel selection process and we're booking that for you. Last thing I have as far as expenses as well too is tolls. If your route suggestion or your fuel routing doesn't say to use tolls, we're not using tolls. So please make sure that you get with your driver manager if you think that you need to run over top of tolls for them to get approval, for them to get payment from the customer. Quite frankly, our customers don't pay us for tolls. It's not billed in the rates. That's why we don't run tolls. So please make sure that we're not running tolls if not approved on the route already or in specific from your driver manager. And get that message, from them over top of the Qualcomm as well too. We have technology now where we can tell if we're on toll roads. We're going to be using that and making sure we're following the roads we're supposed to follow. So appreciate all your help with that. I appreciate you being safe out there. And also appreciate the messages you send in me for safety. You guys know your job so much better than I do. So thank you very much for that input. Have a great, safe day.